What's up, guys? Devil Artemis here. I hope you've all been well. It has been a while since I recorded an update video. So it's about time I give you guys an update on the channel. I know that recently we have been lacking in uploads, but right now a lot of things have been happening in my personal life. My wife and I recently had another child, so my hands have been full these past few weeks and things have been kind of crazy. On top of the new kid, I was working on other animated projects outside of my channel, but somehow I managed to squeeze in some content onto the channel. Now, when it comes to the future of the content on this channel, for the moment, I want to focus on general parodies for the channel. So what does that mean exactly? That means like random Devil Artemis themed parodies. So think of parodies like the Penguins of Konoha. It still uses familiar characters that you know, but it's not a Cell Versus video. Or the Capsule Corp Barbecue, Perfect Cell's Revenge, the Perfect theme song. We'll be showing these parodies in between our main form of content that you guys are familiar with, like Cell Versus, the League of Memes, and Dragon Ball Super Friends. Now, the reason I'm doing this is because Cell Versus has been such a big focus on the channel for such a long time, and the series always performs well, but I'd like to give the other shows and ideas a bit more love and care. Now, don't get me wrong, Cell Versus is always going to be there. It doesn't mean it's ending. I just want to help build up the other stuff on the channel, like the League of Memes. And if you think about it, it's kind of like a spin-off of Cell Versus, with All For One leading a group of dead memes to take revenge against Cell and Kermit. I have a ton of fun animating this series because it's using all of the characters from the past Cell Versus videos, and I just have a blast with each episode. I love making it. I also have Dragon Ball Super Friends, which is a story about a group of Dragon Ball characters that live together as roommates in the suburbs with Toriyama as their landlord and a neighborhood full of crazy characters, and they go on crazy adventures and partake in ridiculous activities. I love this parody, and it's like one of my personal favorites to work on. Now, when it comes to the look of this series, I've had major changes with Super Friends, mainly because of the change of animators. For those of you who don't know, we started out with 2D, and that series was animated by Toonsies at the time. Then we moved to 3D with my good friend The Creeps Are Real in SFM, and then I was animating the show. I didn't like it in SFM, to be honest, because SFM kind of sucks. The lighting sucked, it was ugly, and at the time I just didn't know much. And I eventually ended up landing a new animator, Cherry Boy. He used MMD, which is Miku Miku Dance, and in my opinion, MMD looks gorgeous. It's vibrant and it matched exactly what I was looking for in Dragon Ball Super Friends. And to be honest, it will always be my favorite look for Dragon Ball Super Friends, and Cherry Boy is such a super talented person, so if you haven't checked out my boy, please do. But anyway, he's very busy doing his own stuff, right? And Super Friends has always held a special place in my heart, so I don't just want to let the series sit in limbo. I want it to be more of a focus again on the channel because it's one of the first series that I ever put out on the channel, even before Cell Versus. So I think I'm going to make a final move for that series and start animating it again in SFM. I even have new models for Black and Master Roshi because the older ones that I were using back then, man, those models were garbage. So now that I have new assets, the animation will be a lot better and I can do a lot more visually with the series, considering that I'm a lot more experienced now. You see, when I animated back then, I had a lack of assets. I didn't understand SFM as well as I do now. I think if I try it now, I'll have a lot more fun with it and I'll be able to do a lot more. But anyway, I hope you guys have been enjoying the content thus far on the channel. Hopefully this video has helped give you guys some info on what I want to do with the content on the channel. If you stayed and you listened through the entire video, I want you to know that I appreciate you guys, and I really would love if you drop a comment down below, maybe give the video a like, and turn on notifications if you haven't already. But anyways, I'm Devil Artemis, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.